Hey, what's going on, guys? I got a coaching video to help you out with your performance for your run. Now, we're going to talk about something called a performance routine. Now, a lot of times people have rituals where they'll get into the mindset. It might be wearing your lucky pair of shoes or socks or clapping 3 times before the start of the race, whatever it may be. But rituals are slightly different than a performance routine because with a performance routine, we want to be intentional with everything we do. We want to replicate what we do before we go into the performance. Because if you ask, how did I do? And you just say, oh, I just went out there and did it. That's not always a good enough answer. We want to know exactly what mindset and what kind of effort were we thinking when we went into the task. So if you're going for your run, you want to know what type of music you're going to listen to. You want to know if you're going to do a stretch routine, a breathing routine, something to get you into the mindset. So I'm going to break it down into 3 phases: the preparation phase, the focusing phase, and the execution phase. Now, the first phase, preparation, is kind of what it says. You're preparing for the race in your case. So this could be 10 minutes out, this could be 30 minutes out, but it should be approximately no more than an hour away from when you need to get your mind right and ready for the performance. So with the preparation phase, it could be something simply as listening to music and just focusing and visualizing the race you're about to do. It could be a breathing task to calm you down if you have nerves, or it could be your warm up, but it needs to be something that you're going to replicate exactly the same every time you get ready for the event. Now, once you get to the preparation phase, you want to wind down when you get to the next step, which is the focusing phase. Now, the focusing phase should get more in tune to a cue, something that will say, what am I doing next? You might ask yourself thoughts of, are you ready? Do I have what it takes? Yes, you do. So go out and do it. So you want your mind to start gathering the thoughts that are going to go directly into your performance. It's okay to be nervous or have butterflies. That's just part of what you're going to do. That lets you know that you're ready. Your brain's saying, hey, something's about to happen. So this is what that is. Now, the third phase, the final phase, is the execution phase. So this is something like a cue. This could be a verbal cue like let's go, or I got this, or it could be a physical cue like clapping. It could be slapping your thigh, but it's saying, okay, now that we've calmed down and gotten our mind focused, we're ready to go. Now let's physically or verbally signal it is time. So that could be both physical and verbal. You could slap your hip and say, let's go, you got this. Whatever it is, pick something that you're going to do every time you practice or go for a run before the big race. Because the point is, if I can replicate this and know exactly where my thoughts were, you want to be like, okay, I feel like I'm ready in the mood. Or maybe I don't feel like that. Be mindful of that, because after the performance, you want to know, where was I going into this? Because that's how we ensure that we can do what we need to do every single time. So keep this in mind with the performance routine and get your mind right.